Hi everyone, it's Trevor from GNR Camping World. We're continuing with our video series of little tips and tricks for people in the RV industry, in the RV world. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do the hookup and disconnect of a weight distribution hitch. What I mean by that, we're not going to show you how to set one up because there's many different kinds, and there's many different kinds to show how they go together too. But we're doing the most common kind, which is your chain type with a bracket system. The head over there, the bars, the weight distribution bars go in there. This is called the Sway Pro by Blue Ox. And again, I'm not going to show you how to set that up because when someone buys a trailer from us and a weight distribution hitch from us, we set it up, we adjust it, we match it to the vehicle height and everything, and we educate the owner how to use it. But again, it's some people forget. That's just the way it is. You get a lot of information when you pick up a trailer. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go over how to hook up and unhook. We're not going to show you maneuvering trailers or anything. We're just going to show you the hook up and unhook, just to refresh your memory. So we've already brought the vehicle into position. It's very close to the ball. Doesn't have to be dead on because it will kind of find its home. But then what we do, whether you have a manual jack or a power jack, this one's lucky enough to have a power jack, you're going to lower the hitch, the trailer coupler onto the ball. As you can see, it's going on. And all we want to do is get it to kind of just stop, okay? We don't want to put a lot of weight on the hitch yet, okay? And here's why. What we're going to do is we're going to drop this down. We're going to lock it in, okay? Now, what a lot of people do is they put the weight right on it and then they try and put these bars on. But I'm going to show you a better way, because what you do is now you use the hitch, well, again, whether it's crank or a power hitch, you're actually going to pick it up higher than you were before, okay? Higher than when the trailer was just sitting there on the ball. So, and when the truck or vehicle was just sitting there. So we're actually taking weight off the back of the car, the vehicle, and we're not picking the tires up off the ground. We're not lifting it 3 feet in the air or anything like that, but we are going to lift it up, you know, a few more inches than stock standard. We go about here. Now what that does is it takes the weight off. It helps you put these bars on a lot easier, because if not, now you're trying to pick the whole back of the truck vehicle up. So this particular one, the bars just slide right in. And again, there's different kinds, but the principle is still the same. Now, again, when we set it up and adjust it, we make a note of which link the chain is going to be on, or what the bracket's going to be on. Then we tell the customer that, and then sometimes customers will put a little piece of tape, a mark, or something on the chain link that they want to, that they're going to put it into the bracket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the 9th is what this one's set up for. This particular one, we put it in here. And there's different methods, as I mentioned. This one has a little tool that you rotate this bracket. Now this is doing sway control and everything. I want to show you how easy this is. Okay, that is it. It locked itself in this particular one. Other ones have a pin, a clip, whatever. If I didn't put that, take the weight off the vehicle and take the weight off the hitch and lift it up higher, I would have had to struggle. It would be dangerous. People have hurt themselves. People have damaged their vehicles by the tools flying off. But this way, we've made it so simple, and I did it with 2 fingers there, as you saw. So we would go ahead, do the other side, okay? And what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do the other side here. It's the exact same thing. It's just on the other side. Then what you do is you put the vehicle down put the weight back down. And in this particular setup, you're gonna start to see this bar curve. You're gonna start to see it curve as the weight goes on. And I didn't put both bars on, so this is, like I say, we're just doing this to show you how to do it. Like I said, you can see the bars starting to curve there. Now this is fully off the ground. One thing, a couple things just to note safety-wise. You want to remember, okay, you think all the weight's off. It is. I could see it's moving. That's no problem. Remember to raise your jack up higher than the bars. Take the foot off if you have to, whatever. You don't want that foot dragging on the ground as you're bouncing. Number two, if it is a power tongue jack, a good idea is to make a mark at the highest retracted point and a mark at the lowest extended point, so that you don't overextend or over retract. There's fuses, and it could even blow the fuse in your truck. If you do that, it could strip out gears. A lot of them have safety for that, but I just want to let you know that. The other thing too, a lot of these, almost all of these, have tools to do the chain link. Habit of people, they leave it like this, but put everything away, then they drive away. We sell a lot of these, by the way. So don't, I shouldn't say this, but don't leave this alone, because it is dangerous, let's be honest, right? This is a big chunk of steel. The tube one, same thing. People leave them on the tonneau cover of their trucks, whatever. Make sure you put it away. Okay, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna unhook just like we hooked up, but we do everything in reverse. Now, again, safety, caution. If I was to try to undo this right now, this force in here, because we're still low, like we're still in driving mode, if you will, that's going to be dangerous. There is so much force and tension here. You try to take this off, and what's going to happen, and it did happen recently, unfortunately, to a customer, boom, it hit and it damaged the back of their truck. We don't want that to happen, or worse, it could hurt a person. So what we do is we go back up, just like we did to hook it up, we do this to unhook it. So we want to go higher than normal, right? So probably, I don't know, maybe right about here, that's normal. Possibly, you know. But we want to, and if you want to take measurements to know, like you could use your fender, your bumper, whatever. I don't have exact measurements. I just do this off the top of, by feel basically, is the way I do it. And where everything was, you know, you can also see, look at this starting to loosen up, right? So you can see there's not a lot of tension there anymore. Okay, I think we're good there. We put the bar on. We take on this particular one, it's got a pin, like I said, that goes out. But we should be able to do this relatively easy. Look at that. There's nothing to that because we lifted it up higher. Okay, it's all about the geometry and the physics behind this, but there we go. We're done. On this particular one, we pull this pin out. And notice I didn't unlatch this, right? I didn't unlatch that when we came back, you know, from the camping, whatever. We didn't unlatch that. But now we're still, so I removed the other bar, we're still too high. We can't unlatch that. And that's another mistake a lot of people make, is they think, oh, something's wrong, I can't unlatch this. And they start getting hammers. And I've seen it when you get hammers and you knock that off and then boom, the truck drops or the vehicle drops. That's, again, not safe. So we want to go back down to static height, if you will, of the vehicle. And how will you know that? Or even if you went too far down, it's not a big deal, but then you've just done that for nothing, right? But you can tell by, let's put this under here, the bar, see that starting to get loose? And now the back end of the vehicle starting to go down. That's good. We can undo this, and then we go back up again. Remember to, I didn't do it here obviously because we're just doing this for demo purposes, but don't forget to hook up your safety chains, your breakaway cable, and I want to talk a little bit about your breakaway cable. I'll just let this go here. Okay, so we're up all the way. Your breakaway cable. This is what happens is there's a special kit on here on most trailers that if the trailer came unhooked, hitched from the vehicle, this cable will pull out and it'll lock the brakes on, help the trailer come to a better stop. Still dangerous, still crazy, rarely happens, but this is an emergency thing and it's required. Now, what a lot of people do is they will put it like this, on the chain like that. That is wrong. That's not going to do anything for you because in theory, these chains would have popped off if that really happened, and now you're just dragging that. That's not right. What you want to do is you want to, that's why this one has a separate little clip here. You want to put it onto the chain ear, if you will. I call this an ear. And you need this attached securely to the vehicle, not to the chain of the trailer. That's just absolutely wrong. And then you want to make sure that's not dragging. So what a lot of people will do, or what I like to do, is I'll put it through here and I'll put it through our chain or the latch like this. And there you go. It's not dragging on the ground, because if it drags on the ground and it hooks and pulls out, it's going to dynamite, lock up your brakes, and that's not going to be safe either. Okay? I hope this helps. I hope this helps understand, the physics here and the easier way to do this. And I'm not even going to do it the hard way, because I think it's just way too dangerous. It's just too much tension, too much force, and you have to exert too much pressure. You could hurt your back, hurt the truck, hurt the vehicle. It's just not safe. So follow these guidelines for a safe, easy hookup of your trailer using a weight distribution hitch. Thank you.